Hi everyone, it's me, Sweetie Talk, and I am a bit under the weather today. I just wanted to do a most used makeup products of 2017 for me. So I'm just going to start with my blush and foundation and a mascara, and then I'll get into the eye palettes. So the mascara that I've grown to love and that I've used the most this year is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I just started using this. Well, I've been using it this year, but I started using it through getting like the deluxe sample, and I have like a couple of these. So I haven't purchased a large one yet. But I will be when I run out of my deluxe samples. I have one more deluxe sample that came with the Boss Lady Agenda palette. But I love this mascara. When I first tried it, I did not like it. I thought the wand was too big, the brush on the wand. I thought it was way too big for my eyelashes and for my eyes. But I just went ahead and went in and used the whole thing. And I found that I really enjoy it a lot. Just one swipe will give you full, lush, thick, and long lashes. And I like long lashes more than thick because I have naturally thick lashes anyway. So, yeah, that's the most used mascara. And the most used foundation I've been using, as you can see, this is well loved, is this NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint with SPF 30. I've had this for a while now. My color is medium dark 3, but I've been using it. I'm not a person who like uses a ton of foundation every day. I just put a light wash of foundation on both cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my chin, and I just blend it all out with my hands. So I'm not like one of those people who do like full faces and just tons of foundation. So this has lasted me quite a long time, and this is the only one that I've been using. The blush palette that I've been using the most this year, outside of all the individual blushes I have, is this Juvia's Place. And I'm sure you guys can see a video, one of my prior videos when I first purchased this. But this is what I've been using pretty much since that purchase. And it is well used. I don't know why you can't really, if you look close, you can see how, the brush marks. So even though it looks new, I swear I have been using it. Obviously this will last a long time because I've been using it, on a daily basis, like, different variations of the colors and things like that. And it still looks new. But I've really been using the pink. I've been using Yara, and I use Tao too. And I also use B. I use all of them. As far as the highlighters, I more so use Sola more than Zoba. I haven't really used Zoba much, but I've used this a lot, guys. So don't let this new looking package fool you. I have been using it, and they really pack the powder in there. So when it's like thickly packed like that, it takes a long time for it to actually develop wear. Now, as far as, with the palettes, I'm going in the order that I've been pretty much using them. So in the beginning of the year, I pretty much was going back and forth between the Modern Renaissance and the Master Palette by Mario. So I've been using these. I probably use the Master Palette by Mario a lot more. But I pretty much was going back and forth between both of these. And as you can see, those are the colors. And again, this one has some use in it. You can see, up close. Like I said, I've been using the Master Palette by Mario a lot more, but I definitely was using this as well. Real Gar, Love Letter, Bon Fresco, Golden Orchard, Burnt Orange, Raw Sienna, Tempera. You can see the ones, that I pretty much go in Primavera, so you can see the colors I tend to go for more than others. But, this one has gotten some good use through the beginning part of the year going into, I guess, spring. And I can't say enough about the Master Palette by Mario. I love this palette. As you can see, like I was saying, I definitely use this one a lot more than the Modern Renaissance. I love them both the same, but you know, this one, I'm a shimmer girl more so than matte. I use a matte every day, but you're definitely going to see me with some kind of shimmer on my lids, even though I do love all matte looks too. But yeah, so I've been using this a lot in the beginning part of the year. I actually had to make myself put that away and use something else before I use the whole thing up, you know, because it is limited edition, and I wish they would bring this back because it's such a nice palette. I think they should definitely bring it back for people who haven't gotten a chance to purchase it, to buy it, and so I can get another one. So now I'm kind of getting into the Too Faced. I was able to get my hands on the Sweet Peach palette when it relaunched the second time as a permanent palette. And I was up in the air when it first came out. I didn't think I needed it based off the pictures online and all the reviews. But honestly, that's what goes to show that reviews a lot of time don't mean anything, because I love this palette. And I got a good amount of use out of this palette through the beginning part of the year and different times throughout the year as well, but more so those spring going into summer months. And everyone complains that it's not any peach colors, and I don't think that's true, because even the browns in the palette, you can't tell in the camera, but even the browns have that hint of peachiness in them, like little peach flecks or glitters of peach. Like, you know, I can see why this palette is called the peach palette, because all the colors, including the non-peach colors, have that peachy type of hue to it. So I don't get what everyone's saying with that. I love the palette. I'm glad I got it. And if I ran out of it, if I actually used the whole thing, I probably would re-add it to my collection. I don't see me using the whole thing anytime soon, because they another company who pack their shadows in pretty tight. So it's probably going to last a long time. This semi-sweet palette, I ended up purchasing this year as well, so I was late in the game with this as well. But I had the original chocolate bar palette, and I was eyeing this, and I just, you know, gave it a shot and got it. And I used this palette a lot as well. I actually used every single color in this palette except, no, even Hot Fudge a little bit, but I used every single color in this palette. And this is the only palette that I own where I can say I used every single color. As you can see, it's some colors that clearly I used more than others, but you know, I didn't feel that great about this palette.